Hey guys, welcome back to JD's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making this delicious groundnut paste, groundnut pudding, mbo, whatever you prefer to call it. So these are our ingredients. You need groundnut. This is raw groundnut. You need blended crayfish or grounded crayfish. You need your seasoning cubes, your salt. You need oil, which is optional. Watch this video till the end. You would find out if I use the oil or not. I like to use Maggi crevette for this recipe because I believe it has crayfish. I'm not sure. Also, you will need some pepper. I'm going to be using full pepper. I won't blend it because my family members don't eat pepper. So you need to fry your granite between 5 to 10 minutes. Ensure that it's almost dark brown. Okay. Mine almost got burnt, but that was not a problem. I go ahead now to pour my smoothly blended groundnut into a pot. Now, I'm insisting on the smoothly part because if you want to make very smooth groundnut paste, you cannot have particles of unblended or ungrounded groundnuts. Okay, it needs to be smooth. So I go ahead and make a well in the middle of my groundnut. I do this a lot in my recipes. I like to make wells in the middle of puddings and stuff. Okay, I do this even when I'm making my egusi pudding or when I'm making something with flour, maybe a batter or something. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is I'm going to put water in the middle of my groundnut. I pour in my salt, my seasoning cubes, and then I add in my blended crayfish and I mix it. And you guys, this is the easiest recipe on planet Earth. Okay, you're going to mix it thoroughly until it gets really smooth. If you had blended pepper, you would pour in the blended pepper at that point. Now, this is after about 3 minutes of me stirring my groundnut on the fire on medium heat. You're going to stir. Listen, if you want to eat homemade groundnut paste, you have to be ready to stir. So you're going to mix continuously. You don't want to leave it on the fire. If you do that, it's going to get burnt. There's going to be a point where I'm going to allow it for a minute or two covered, but that's about it. So, and you can actually skip that step. I just like to do it. I don't know why, but I do it all the time. So you want to go ahead and mix and mix, and you just have to keep on mixing. As you can see, I've put my pepper in, but I'm going to ensure that I do not press it. I just want it to cook as well with the groundnut paste so that when I'm eating, I can press it and then eat. Okay. So you just have to keep on mixing and mixing and mixing. Okay. I think this should be the easiest recipe of groundnut. Now I'm just showing you guys how my groundnut paste is cooking nicely and it's becoming oily. So you know that groundnut has oil and it's already producing some of the groundnut oil. And this is where we're going to find out if I will use the oil or not. And of course, I'm not going to be using oil because that's going to be excess oil. You can already see that the groundnut is very oily. There are some groundnuts that I have made my groundnut paste with and I had to add oil because it wasn't producing oil. So you can see when you stop stirring, you look into your pot, you're going to see like oil bubbles at the side of your pot, in the center of your groundnut. That's when you know that you don't need to use oil. But after stirring for like 5-10 minutes and you don't see any oil being produced, you can go ahead and use some oil. Okay, so I just closed my pot for about a minute or two and then I came back and did the final mixing and our groundnut paste is ready. You can see it's very oily. It's very oily. It's producing a lot of oil and you don't need to add oil. But if your groundnut is not producing oil, like I said, go ahead and add some oil. I have a video where I show you guys how to make BOBOLO from scratch. Check out that video. I will leave it in the comment section. Okay. Now I go ahead to wash my leaf, wipe it down dry, and then I plate my BOBOLO. I like to make things from scratch because when I make it from scratch, I feel like I'm eating street food. Like it gives me memories of when we used to buy it from those people that move around. And I am too conscious of how people handle things now hygiene wise. So sometimes when I buy something from out, I start imagining the process, how it was made, who made it, who touched it, who did not touch it, and I just lose appetite. So most times I like to go ahead and make it. You guys, I wrapped it in my leaf just for about 2-3 minutes and then I went ahead to open it up back. I just wanted to give you this feel of how it looks like when we buy from those women who hawk on the streets. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please, if it's your first time here, subscribe to my channel and I will see you guys on my next video. Check out the video on how to make BOBOLO from scratch. It's very easy, not complicated. Of course, you're going to need a couple of days to ferment your cassava, but that's going to be it and you'll be sure that you're eating freshly made BOBOLO. We actually bought the first batch of BOBOLO and we opened it and realized that it was catching cold, so we went back, returned it and went to somewhere else. So you can imagine having to buy these things from the street and sometimes you just want to eat something and enjoy it. Why not make it yourself? Thank you guys for watching. Follow this recipe, tell us how it turned out, and we will see you guys on the next video. Bye.